to the Confidence Igniter podcast, where we don't just talk about confidence, we be about it. And I am your host. My name is Tamiko Green. Well, I'm excited about today's episode. Today's episode is titled Raw Right Action Wins. I'm going to say that again. It is titled Raw Right Action Wins. Tell me this, can you relate? A couple of days ago, I was sitting in my office and just pondering a few thoughts. And then I decided to have a conversation with my mind. Now, come on, y'all, let's keep it real. The title is Raw. I know I ain't the only one that had these little sit down, come to Jesus moments, or whatever you want to call it, that you're asking yourself some questions. So I asked myself two questions. One, why is it that I have not reached my goal? Two, why is it that I'm not living my full potential in life? And then, of course, my mind stepped in and it said, that's because you're a procrastinator. It hit the wrong part of me when that statement, right? So then I decided to argue with my mind. What do you mean I'm a procrastinator? Look, I go to work every day. I come home, I cook, I do all of the things that I need to do. So then my mind fired back at me. Now I know some of y'all can probably relate to this. So my mind fired back at me and said, I did not say that you were lazy. I said you were procrastinating. Those are two different things. And yet you want to argue with me. You asked me a question. I didn't just come and volunteer my services to answer or ask you a question, but you asked me a question why you're not living your full potential, why you haven't reached specific goals, because you've reached some of your goals, but specific goals you have not reached because you are a procrastinator, not lazy. So let's not confuse this. So, like, hey, dial down a little bit and let me explain. See, you go to work every day is true, but you go to work because that job pays your bills. You come home and you cook, yeah, because you got to eat too. You do other little things, but when it comes down to doing the things that move you in the direction that you truly want to go, you say, man, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm tired now. I don't wore myself out. That's procrastination. That's not just tired because you do have enough juice to get you a little bit further. But then you say, no, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. When it come down to practicing on a daily basis, your speeches on a daily basis, not okay, well, you know what? This is a fine time. No, every day is a fine time because every day you go to work, well, at least 5 days a week. You show up on the job. So let's keep it raw and let's keep it real. If you would start doing some take right actions, you will win. What it is you're doing the wrong thing, and instead of winning, you're whining. And now you questioning why. You already know the answer. Have any of you ever had a conversation with yourself and your mind gave you the right answer, but because it made you feel some kind of way? You know how it is. We get caught up in our emotions. So we're like, oh, how you going to say that about me? But then I had to think about I am doing the wrong actions right, but I'm not winning. I'm going to say that again. For some things, not all, I am doing the wrong actions and I'm doing them right, but I'm not winning. I'm whining. Can you relate? Now, it's the show is titled Raw. So let's keep it real. Let's be raw about it because the only way you're going to be able to climb the ladder or whatever ladder that you want to climb to get to where you want to go, you got to keep it real with yourself and let's be raw. See, because when you do the right action right, you win. Now, I'm not saying that when you do the right action right, you don't have any challenges. Yes, but your challenges is more like feedback to tell you, like, okay, I'm moving in this direction. You need to slide over a little bit. You need to shift. But when you're doing the wrong actions right, there's no, I need to move. Well, you whining. You ain't even got time to look at the feedback because you're upset. Like, man, I keep giving it my all, but you giving your all to the wrong thing. Let's keep it raw. Let's keep it real. That's why the title is Raw, because that's what it takes in order to move the dial in your life. If you really want to get to where you want to go, whether it's in 2026 or years to come. But here, let's keep it real. If you start right now doing little things, taking inventory. See, and a lot of times we talk about this inventory. Oh, you need to take inventory of the friends you keep. Yeah, that's true. But you need to take inventory of the thoughts you keep too. Because it's the thoughts that we keep that lock us in a mental prison, that keep us grounded, making us think that we're doing the wrong thing the right way, or that the wrong thing is right. So you may not even think of it, I'm doing the wrong thing right. You thinking, well, I'm doing the right thing, but yet the right thing that you're doing is not right, it's wrong, because you're whining when you're doing the right thing and you're applying right action every day, bit by bit, step by step, incremental steps, incremental movement, shall I say, you start to win. It's kind of like you say to yourself, like, I want to lose some weight, right? And then you're like, well, I know it's not just about my diet. I need to exercise too. But like, man, I be too tired to exercise. So, and then having to do these push-ups or sit-ups, or having to do 10, because they said I need to do at least 10 or 3 sets of 10. Well, when I ain't ready for that. But here's the thing. If you did one push-up a day, incremental, if you did one push-up per day, and you critique that one push-up, your mind will tell you, like, man, why we just doing one? Come on, I think I can knock out two. No, now I think I can knock out three. Before you know it, you will have your 10 and then some. See, that is called the Kaizen effect. Okay, a Japanese principle of, instead of saying, if I can't do 10, I just won't do none at all. No, because the right action would be do one. And you know how we are when we get something down packed, we're like, man, why I'm just doing one? Let me do 10, let me do 15, let me do 20. Before you know it, you up to 100 push-ups or sit-ups or whatever it is that whatever you're working on, the area of your body. You building your muscles, you building your strength, but now you got your body right. Now you got to get your mind right, because the right action comes from your mind. The thoughts you keep, your body is going to follow your mind. And what is your mind following? Right? So I had to look at for myself, what shifts do I need to make in order to not say to myself, like, okay, hey, I'm tired now, I can't. No, I need to set some boundaries. That's what it comes down to. I need to set some boundaries. And I don't feel like I'm by myself. Like, I know that I'm talking to someone. Let's keep it real and let's be raw. Because this is the beginning of 2026. This is like maybe like the third week of 2026. January 18th. But if you really want to see some things change in your life, like, we are quick to say to other people, you need to be real with yourself. But are we being real with ourselves? I can truly say I wasn't being real. That's why I asked myself the question, because I knew that honestly, it will give me the answer. Your mind will talk to you. How do I know? Because who's telling you that you can't do something when you sitting there and you like, man, I really want to do this. And then that little small still voice say, you ain't qualified. You ain't enough. They ain't gonna even choose you. Why are you wasting your time going after that job? Why are you wasting your time trying to get with that person when you already know they ain't gonna want to be with you? They gonna reject you. Why are you wasting your time trying to lose that weight? You already know how much you like them Oreo cookies, all of that ice cream, and come on now, you don't need to do that. Well, who are you sitting in the room by yourself? So who's talking to you? Your mind. Your mind will talk to you. But here's the thing, when you're doing something positive and you done build up your mind, you done build your mind to be a warrior, if to be there for you and not to defeat you, then you're able to do the right action and win. It's called inventory. And once again, like I said, it's not just about taking inventory of the friends you keep. That's true. You really do need to take inventory of the friends you keep, the people that you allow to be around you, because you do have some people that is around you that truly you should just use them as bookmark. That's it. They just a bookmark. They tell you to pause. Okay. Outside of that, they ain't telling you nothing else. They just a bookmark. Okay, those are the people that you have to recognize. They're a bookmark. I pause. Now I need to take a deep breath and keep on moving and make sure when I'm moving, the bookmark stays in that chapter and not follow me to the next. Ooh, that's some good stuff. That's some good stuff. You can use it if you want to, but that was good. You have to give me credit on that. That was good. But it's the truth. It is the truth. So we got to recognize, in order to move to that next level, who is in our space, right? And how do they show up? I mean, do you have people in your space that's just riding your coattail because they're trying to get what it is that they want for you, but from you, but they're really not for you? Or do you have those people in your space that is like, you know what, I'm your ride or die. When you down, I'm there. When you up, I'm there. Look, when you in between, I'm there. It doesn't matter. I am there for you, with you, to see you through. Those are the kind of people you need. Those are the kind of people that's going to help stretch you. When you sit down and say, I can't, they're going to be like, oh, yes, you can. What are you talking about? All things are possible. Where you get, I can't. That's not in our dictionary. Come on now. So you got to keep it raw and keep it real with yourself. But even beyond your friends, right? You got to keep it real with your mindset. Because here's the thing, the body will follow whatever the mind tell it, but what is the mind following? Somebody need to hear that, right? Okay, that was like a good old piece of pie that I don't even eat. I'm not a pie eater, but I know some people talk about how sweet potato pie tastes so good. I like sweet potatoes, but not necessarily in a pie. However, once again, it goes back to this. What is your mind following? Because is it following something that can build you? Do you keep those kind of thoughts that say, no matter what, I got this? No matter what, I'm going to take time out and I'm going to do this inventory to find out like what thoughts that I need to crush and what thoughts that I'm okay with going down the road with. Those thoughts that I am more than enough. I got this. Those thoughts that when people start talking about you, it doesn't even affect you. Okay. When somebody tell you, oh, you look beautiful, oh, you got it going on. Okay. Those are great thoughts. And humbly you could say, okay, thank you. Right. But when people come to you talking about, oh, she think or he think he all of that, they ain't nothing. Let me tell you something. You don't let them that bother you. Because either way it go, a person accolades should not build you. Be humble, say thank you, but their sarcasm should not kill you. Let me say that again. A person accolades towards you should not build you. Yes, say thank you, be humble, but their sarcasm should not kill you. And that's what happens. As long as someone in certain times, for some of us, as long as someone is telling us, oh, you got it, you got it going on, you got it going on, but when you get home, right, that's when you have those quiet moments. And I don't call them really pillow talks, because pillow talks to me is those romantic moments, but you had those quiet times where you sitting with yourself and you're like, wait a minute, I know they're saying I'm all of this, and yeah, but really no, no, no. It's good to say thank you, but don't let that determine, like, no, build up your mindset. That's where you got to start, being true with yourself. You already know, like, there are times that you may speak bad things over yourself, and you may bad things like what, right? So let me be clear, since we being raw, okay, and we being real. Bad things like, man, I'm stupid. Why would you call yourself stupid? You wouldn't let nobody else call you stupid. Don't call yourself stupid. Ooh, okay, I learned something new. See, when you say bad things about yourself, your mind take that in. Oh, they think they stupid. So I'm gonna give them some situations where they gonna just fall right on their stupid face. No, not happening. New year, new you. Remember, that was the last episode. New year, new you. So let's keep it raw. Let's keep it real. Let's apply some right action so we can win. So you can win at what you're doing. And here's the thing. You start to win the moment you start to apply the right action. So let's say you have a goal that you're working on. Now, it's not something that you're going to do today and you complete it by tomorrow or you complete it today. Maybe it's going to take time, but that's all right. Because as long as you keep working at it, working at it, working at it, you will win. You will complete it. So it's just constantly applying the right action. But even if you find yourself like one time, okay, I didn't apply the right action, but take that as some feedback, to tell you, oh, you went left. You were supposed to go right. That's okay. You're still winning because you're gaining momentum and you're recognizing with your within that, you know what, I have what it takes. I can do this. I'm going to continue to apply the right action so I win and not whine. Because here's the thing about whining gets you nowhere. You can whine all day long. And some of us is whining about things that we can't even change. Don't let that get in your way. Work on the things that you can change, and the things that you can't change, I'm going to tell you like this. Keep it raw and keep it real. Put that in God's hands. Because if you can't change it, ain't no need of whining, ain't no need of crying, ain't no need of figuring out, ain't no need of having these conversations. You can't even change it. So once again, you're taking wrong action and thinking it's going to make you win. It's not. It's going to make you whine. If you really want to live the life that you set forth, I don't know what you set forth for yourself. I can only speak for me. But if you really want to walk out your true purpose, if you want to live the life that you want to truly live, however you see that lifestyle, if you want to complete goals that have been sitting on the shelf collecting dust, and every time you look at that goal you say, man, only if you have an opportunity, if you breathing, you got an opportunity. You have an opportunity to do whatever it is that you want to do. But you gotta keep it real with yourself. Let's be raw. Right action wins. Wrong action done right cause you to whine. Right action done right cause you to win. So you have to decide which one it is. Do I want to win or do I want to whine? We have enough whiners in the world. You don't even want to join that club. I'm going to tell you. Because most people that join that whining club, they don't get out. So don't join the whining club. Join the club that allows you to live your greatest life. Let's win at this. Let's keep it real. Let's be raw with ourselves. Don't try to cover it up. Don't do one of my numbers sitting there arguing with you. I'm not no procrastinator. What you talking about? No, I didn't say that you were lazy. I said you just procrastinate. Change it so you can win. So here, I'm going to give you an action step, something you can work on. Look in the mirror. Get in the mirror and look in the mirror at yourself and ask yourself this question. Will someone be willing to follow me? Can I lead someone into victory? And whatever that answer is, that'll tell you what you need to work on. Now, you're probably asking me, why does she want me to stand in the mirror? I could just do it anywhere. Well, because the mirror will not lie to you. Because when you look in the mirror, you see you. You don't see nobody else. You see you. So you're asking yourself the question, can I lead someone into victory? And because you're the only one standing there, if the answer is no, that means you can't lead yourself into victory, because the first person you should be able to lead and to win with and to be raw with is yourself. But you know how we do it. We want to be raw with everybody else and we omit ourselves. So if you're able to stand there as your action step and look in the mirror and ask yourself, would someone follow me? Can I lead them into victory? And whatever that answer is, that feedback is, you know where you need to start. Let's make this a great year. Let's make this a great life. Let's do the things that we truly want to do. Let's continue to apply the right action so we can win. We don't want to whine. Well. This has been the episode raw. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, before I go, I hope you take the time out to like, to share, and subscribe if you have not already. And I also want you to know how much I appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and look at this wonderful, wonderful episode. Yes, I said it's a wonderful, wonderful episode. Yes, I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care until we meet again. Hey, let's keep it real and let's keep it raw. You have a wonderful day. Bye bye.